If you're a coach who knows that you can change someone's life, but you freeze up the moment it's time to sell, or you ever felt like a fraud when someone asks you about working with you? Hey, my name is Hui Hui, and in the last 4 years, I've built a $4 million coaching business online organically, helping over 400 coaches across 30 countries. And what I found is that the coaches who struggle most with selling aren't the ones who don't care enough. In fact, they're the ones who care too much. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you my S.O.L.I.D framework that turns selling from this scary, slimy thing into what it actually is: service in action. By the end of this video, you're going to have 5 concrete steps to sell powerfully without compromising who you are. Let's begin. Step number 1, steady your state. So here's what I know. You cannot sell powerfully from panic. You sell powerfully from truth and service. So the first thing that most coaches do wrong is that they try to learn sales scripts and techniques while the nervous system is still in complete chaos, which means that I've got a client who will literally freeze up before her sales calls. And the problem wasn't her offer, it was her state. So here's what we're going to do. Before every single sales conversation, you're going to do what I call name, don't numb. So instead of saying, I'm scared, they'll say no. You're going to say, I'm excited because this matters to me. Because anxiety and excitement is actually the same energy. So fear isn't proof that you're a fraud. It is proof that you actually care. So you're going to do this next grounding exercise for 60 seconds. 3 deep breaths in. And then place your hand on your heart and say that I'm here to serve. I'm not here to beg. If this is right for them, they'll feel it. If it's not, I'm okay because I'm still proud of how I showed up. Then remember one real transformation that you have helped create for your clients, even if it was free. So I also have a transformational life blueprint that I read as well before all of my trainings, my coaching calls, or when I get on sales calls. It is a blueprint of my goal for the year and the deep reason why I get to do this. As I look at my blueprint, I feel a huge sense of gratitude because I get to do this. I get to do what I love and I get to impact lives for a living. So that is step number 1. Steady your state. So there are other things that you can do as well to steady your state. For example, listening to your favorite piece of music before you get on a sales call that will energize you. That's something that I do as well. Or just get into the Superman pose. If you do that, right, within 2 minutes, you're going to feel so much more powerful within yourself as well, okay? This has been proven by science. Hey, quick thing. If you're struggling with sales, I literally have a resource for you that will help you to get around the fear of selling and to be able to build a business to 6 and 7 figures, creating the income, impact, and influence that you've been dreaming of. So drop in the comments below, what is your biggest fear around selling? I'd love to read every single one of your comments. And also let me know what framework would you like me to break down next. I'm going to read every of your comments and I can't wait to hear what you have to say. Let's get to step number 2. Step number 2 is about one-person focus. What do I mean by that? It means that you're not selling to the internet. You're speaking to one human being with real problems that you can solve. And so I used to get on sales calls thinking that, what were they going to be thinking about me? Wrong question. The right question is this: what does this one person need right now where if they get clarity, they'll be able to move forward? What are they not seeing that I can help them see? Okay, so the primary goal is to help them to get clarity. So when you define this one person with this sentence, I help this specific type of person go from pain to result with your method. For example, for me, okay, I help introverted coaches and new coaches who are just starting out go from hiding their brilliance to building 6-figure mission-driven businesses with my mission and movement framework. So when your attention leaves your ego, when you're no longer just focused on yourself and you start to think about their pain and the struggles and their fears and the doubts that's still holding them back, that's when your fear starts quieting down, okay? Your only job becomes helping this one person make the clearest decision for themselves, okay? That's step number 2. Step number 3 is listen. S-O-L, listen, okay? Listen and diagnose the gap using GST. This is where most coaches go wrong. They jump straight into their pitch without understanding what's happening in this person's world first. So you got to really understand what's happening in their world, okay? So use this GST framework for every sales call. Goals. G stands for goals. What are you ultimately trying to achieve in this next 12 months? Let them paint a picture of their vision. What are their goals? What are the specific numbers that they're trying to hit? What is the timeline? What does success actually look like for them? And what would it mean for them? And this is really very important. What would it really mean for them when they achieve that success? Okay, so that's G, goals. 2, struggles. S for struggles. What has been your biggest challenge in getting there? Ask them this question. This isn't just a surface level question. You want to keep asking, and what else? And what else? And keep digging deeper for what all the struggles and the problems that they have until you hit the real pain. And then the third one is T. What have they tried? What have you already tried to solve this problem? This tells you what they have worked on and what hasn't worked for them, and it helps you to position your solution differently. So here's what it sounds like. Elizabeth, you mentioned that you wanted to hit consistent 10K months. What has been the biggest obstacle so far for you? And so Elizabeth says, well, I can't find clients. So you dig deeper by asking this next question. And when you say you can't find clients, what specifically have you tried? So then she'll answer, well, I post every single day. I've taken 3 marketing courses. I've tried networking. Now you understand, it's not just a strategy problem. It is a positioning problem. So that's when you can reflect and then test their commitment, okay? After you've diagnosed where the gap is, that's when you reflect it back to them. So if I'm hearing you correctly, Elizabeth, you have the skills to help people. You have been posting consistently, but you're attracting the wrong people because your messaging isn't clear about who you serve and how you're different. Does that sound right? And that's when she'll say, yes, that sounds right. And then that's when you can test the commitment. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how committed are you to solving this in the next 90 days? So if they say 8 and above, that's when you proceed to the next step. If they say it's below 8, that's when you need to understand what's holding them back before you make another offer.
If you're still with me, you're clearly serious about selling with integrity and not being salesy and manipulative. So out of everything we've covered so far, stating your state, one-person focus, or the GST framework, which one resonates with you the most? Drop it in the comments below. And if you want me to go deeper on any of this, let me know. And hit the subscribe bell as well so you get the first dibs on my upcoming videos to help you grow your impact, influence, and income. Now let's get back to the video.
And step number 4 is I stands for invite. So you want to invite like a doctor prescribing medicine. So once you've diagnosed the problem and you've confirmed their commitment is 10, that's when you prescribe the solution like a doctor prescribing medicine without any fear, without any anxiety, with just professional clarity. Okay, so here's the language. Based on everything that you have shared with me so far, your goal of consistently hitting 10K months, the struggle with unclear messaging, and the fact that you have taken courses before and posting online every day doesn't seem to have worked for you. So here's what I recommend. So then you present your solution as the next logical step. So in my Elites program, that's where we're going to solve this in 3 phases. The phase 1, we're going to clarify your messaging and your positioning so that you can attract the right clients to you. You want premium clients instead of people who are just shopping around, right? In phase 2, we're going to create your signature program so that people want to buy at a premium price. This is going to be an irresistible offer, and you're going to learn how to position this irresistible offer so that you attract the right people to you. Phase 3, we're going to build up your organic marketing system so that you can bring in leads consistently. How does that sound to you? No pitch, no pressure. You're not pitching to Elizabeth. There's no pressure on her, and just this is what you need based on what you have told me so far. And then you pause, you notice the response, right? And then after that, then you invite. Based on what you shared with me today, here's how we can work together in this next 90 days. This is the investment amount, and we start next week. So where do you want to go from here? So notice that I'm not asking, do you want to buy? I'm asking, where do you want to go from here? Because I've already established that this is what she needs, okay? Right? And so that is step number 4. You want to invite and you want to prescribe like a doctor, okay? Step number 5 is to drop the desperation. So here's the hard truth that a lot of people won't tell you, because you cannot make your prospect responsible for your rent or your income. So before every call, separate survival from service. Instead of thinking that I need this sale to pay for my rent or to pay for my bills this month, right? You got to understand that this person's decision is about their life. It's not about your income, and definitely not about your bills. So you need this minimum stability in your life, whether that comes in the form of a side income, whether it is in savings, whether it is in reducing expenses, anything, so that you're not clinging to every single yes, because that clinging to every single yes will make you desperate, and the other person will feel that desperation. When you stop treating every human like an ATM, you start treating them like a life that you're here to impact. And that's when sales becomes natural. And because you're genuinely there to serve, and you're genuinely there to just listen to where they are stuck and provide them with the solution to help them get to the other side. And that's when the most beautiful transformation can occur for them and for yourself as well. And so I want to give you a bonus tip here, because the investment, right, in yourself is actually in the repetition that you take and not in the drama that you create after every call. What do I mean by that? Because just like a pilot who needs 10,000 flight hours in order to become good at what they do, every no is like a flight hour for you. The pilots are not rejected by the sky when they practice each flight. They are accumulating hours so that they can qualify for bigger missions. Just the same for you as well. Every sales call, it teaches you to listen better. It teaches you to explain your offer clearer. It teaches you to identify who is actually your ideal client and who is not, right? And so no is not proof that you're not enough. No is not proof that you're not good. It is actually neutral data that you can use in order for you to tweak and become better the next time, okay? Right, so here's the rule. You don't take no personally. You take it professionally. And so you track your reps and not track the drama, not track the emotions, okay? So say to yourself, I'm committed to doing 30 conversations. My job is to do these 30 conversations and to take these 30 sales calls so that I can understand my avatar, so that I can explain my offer clearer, okay? And so that I can truly identify who I want to work with and who I don't, okay? The numbers will sort themselves out. So I've created something for you. It's called the Introvert Success Blueprint, where we're going to take everything that you learned today and turn it into your unfair advantage for building a 6-figure coaching business. It's completely free. The link is below. It's the exact system that I use to go from too shy to coach to making $4 million organically. So remember, your desire must be greater than your fears, and give yourself permission to be bad before you get good. Do your reps, because the world needs this best version of you. I'm championing your dreams just like always. Let's go.